Hello. So it is Thursday afternoon. Yeah, it's like 1:45, and I had thought I was supposed to have a meeting to go to this afternoon, and it got canceled. So I have some free time this afternoon, and I thought that I would do a short video, just kind of talking about a few things that have been really good that have been going on lately. Not really health related. I think my last video was not really focused on health stuff either, which is interesting. It must mean that my health stuff is relatively stable right now. There's really not a whole lot going on with it. But anyway, so things with Eric had been stressful for a while. And I think in my last video I talked about how that had gotten better. Like, we had kind of made this breakthrough and all of a sudden been able to talk. And it was like, I don't remember exactly how much I talked about it in detail, but it was like all of a sudden we were able to relax, and the communication was just so much better, and it was just really, really nice. So that was last Thursday that happened, last Thursday evening. And since then, it's just continued to be really good. And one of the things, so I really struggle, so Eric and I both struggle with communicating with each other especially, but like I think in general we struggle with communication. And for me, I struggle with like feeling like I can speak up and say things, and voice my concerns and stuff like that. And I think that this goes back to, you know, my childhood and stuff back then, and being a middle child, and like just things from growing up, and those tendencies were kind of ingrained in me early on. So anyway, so one of the things that Eric and I have been trying to do in order to make it a little bit easier to talk about things and make me feel a little bit more comfortable bringing difficult things up or whatever, is bringing things up in writing rather than in person, face to face, you know, verbally. And it's helpful for a number of reasons for me. Like, it's so much easier for a number of reasons. One of them is that with brain fog, and I know that a lot of you will understand this, with brain fog, it is really difficult for me to be face to face with someone and be able to have a good, coherent conversation about something that's really important and difficult and stressful, and you know, especially if there's questions that come up that like I'm not prepared to answer or whatever. Like, it can just be really difficult. So being able to sit down and take however long I need to really think things through, and, you know, read through what I've written and fix things, and, you know, make sure that the wording is really what I want to say, is just so much easier and so much less stressful for me. So that's one thing. Another thing is just that for the two of us specifically, it just works really well because it kind of diffuses the emotions a bit. Because, like, one of the reasons why specifically with him it's been difficult for me to bring things up is that in the past there have been situations where I have brought something up and it has resulted in him getting angry, and you know, when he gets angry, his reaction is to yell, and I do not react well to that, and like we're working on that, and he recognizes that that is not an okay way to react, and is working on it and working through things and everything. But like by doing it doing a letter and like emailing it while he's at work, he can read it and then kind of digest it, and then by the time he comes home or whatever, we're able to talk about it if it's a difficult subject. So anyway, so like it's just been really good. And then if it's a topic that I just have a difficult time talking about in general, then it's just so much easier for me to write it out. So anyway, so we've been utilizing this a lot over the past, it's Thursday today, so over the past week, we've been utilizing this a lot, and it's been really, really helpful. It started out, so like, there was some letter writing last week, but, and that was like on one topic, and then this week, I wrote a letter to Eric about something else, on Tuesday, and it's just like opened up all of this communication, and it's been so amazing. We're just like, we're talking, and it's great. Like, it feels kind of silly to say it, but like being able to just talk about stuff and not be concerned about, you know, it's just really, it feels very freeing to be able to be comfortable talking about what's on my mind, what's concerning me, whatever. So and like we've been like when I have other stuff that pops into my head, other thoughts, whatever, while he's at work, I'll like send him an email with it, and that's just been working really, really well. So yeah, so that's just, I just wanted to share that, and just how much better things between Eric and I have gotten over the past week. Like a week ago at this time, I was not in a very good place. I was really upset and depressed and down, and because of where we were in the process of like dealing with the condo and that whole thing, and like just really struggling with communication. And like now it's so amazing how far we've come in a week. It's crazy. And we saw our couples counselor last night, and we're not going back to see her for almost 2 weeks. I mean, we have been seeing her weekly, and she asked us if we wanted to come back, and like, you know, we didn't have a whole lot to talk to her about last night, but she asked us if we wanted to come back next week, or if we wanted to try to go 2 weeks and see how that was. And we were both on board with trying out 2 weeks and see how that goes. But you know, Eric wants to make sure that we still schedule a time for him and I to talk next week, because like we talk plenty, but we need to make sure that we have time for, like, you know, sitting down and seriously talking. So anyway, so that's all just really positive, really good stuff. And it's nice that that's happening. And we celebrated our 1 month anniversary, which was nice, on Tuesday. So we didn't do anything special, but it was still just nice to be at the 1 month point. So that's it for today. Not sure if I have anything else, but if I do, I'll do other videos at some point, because I don't want to drag this on anymore. I said it was going to be short, and it's almost 10 minutes long, but that's okay. So I hope you're all having a good Thursday, and if I don't talk to you again before the weekend, I hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Alright.